Hello and welcome back to Tells. My name is Busi and this podcast is on poker and love. I'm joined by my co-host Andrew Nemi, who's wearing a sweater hoodie thing. You're gonna get hot.
Oh yeah?
You know I make you hot.
Ooh, it's gonna get hot.
Of course.
Ooh.
Welcome back to
Thanks.
the podcast, Andrew.
Thanks
How was
for
your
being
week? Thanks for being here. Where else am I going to be?
Thanks for having me. Is what I meant to say.
Okay.
How
was your week?
it was good until today.
What happened today? Tell us.
SMH.
Good until today.
SMDH. You know what that means?
Shaking my damn head.
Exactly. Shaking my damn head.
Okay. Why are you shaking your damn head? Is it because of GameStop? Is it because you didn't make $22 million on GameStop?
$47 million.
What is it? GameStop stock.
That's right.
Game
You got it.
stocks. GameStop stock.
There you go. One of the meme stocks. One of several there are.
Is that why you are
Shaking my
shaking your
head.
damn?
Nope, that's not. You want to know why I'm shaking my damn head?
Tell us why you're shaking your damn head.
Because I was out with somebody who now tested positive for the Rona. And now we wait to see if we have the Rona.
Wonderful.
Yeah. SMDH.
But where were you going? You're not going anywhere anyway.
What do you mean? Where was I going?
That now you have to sit and wait.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like you were going out all the time.
No. Well, I mean, yeah. Sitting isn't the hard part. Nor is waiting really the hard part.
What's the hard part?
Possibly getting sick.
Well,
Getting sick would be the hard part. Not possibly getting sick.
you're not going to get sick, I hope.
Well, we might.
That was a burning question. It is a burning question in the comments. Somebody said, Andrew, are you taking a break from making poker content because of the pandemic? If so, totally understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Says Art.
The answer is yes. Art, thanks for the question. And yeah, I've been trying to lay low, be mostly careful, and avoid the casinos for that, pretty much that reason. But had a meeting with 3 people on Thursday about future plans and stuff, brainstorming with some people on some ideas. And
this couldn't be an email?
what do you mean?
This couldn't have been an email, Andrew?
I think it actually, I mean, it wasn't super urgent. Like it didn't need to be done immediately, I guess. But no, I don't think it could have been an email.
I love that meme.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good meme. A lot of meetings could be emails or text messages or what have you. But this one I think needed to take place somewhere in particular, in a couple locations actually. So turns out one of those meeting participants has now tested positive, and we just found out today that that's the case.
Are you angry?
No, not angry. I don't think angry is necessarily correct.
What are you? What are you feeling?
I mean, it's annoying to like avoid the work environment, to like take a long break from that and then possibly be at risk anyway. But who's to blame but myself, you know?
What do you think your punishment should be? Should you be sick?
What should my punishment be for being sick?
If I fall sick, what should your punishment be? For bringing a virus into this home?
A pair of shoes? A bag?
What?
A trip to Hawaii? What do you want?
That doesn't punish you. Buying shoes doesn't punish you. A
Okay.
trip to Hawaii, are you not coming on that trip?
So I should be like grounded or something?
Flogged.
Flogged?
Flogged.
This is going to get hot, this podcast.
I mean, I say don't worry about it until you know. If you don't know, what are you going to do? Nothing. So you just
Well, I'm generally a worrier, I think.
Yeah, but you're at home 90% of the time anyway. So your very exciting social life is not going to change very much. So
I'm not worried about my social life changing. Who wants to be sick?
I get that. I
don't want you to be sick either.
I get that. But we're here now. What are we going to do?
Panic? Run around in circles? something. For the love of God, I don't know.
Yeah, I just say relax until you can go and get a COVID test and know for sure whether you have the coronavirus.
Yep, we'll find out. Tune in next week.
Well, what a spicy week it was. Did you make money in GameStop? Did you, dear listener of the Tells podcast?
I guarantee at least one person watching this bought one of the meme stocks, whether it's GameStop, AMC Theaters, Nokia, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry. The list goes on.
Nokia and BlackBerry are very surprising to me. Why are we buying Nokia and BlackBerry? Are they on the comeback rise? I mean, I used Nokia exclusively until I moved to the US. Even in the US, my first phone was a Nokia.
As did many non-Americans. But I think a lot
of BlackBerry was the first. What was it? Smartphone.
Was it?
Like everyone was like, "Give me your BB pin." Remember that?
No, I never had a BlackBerry.
Oh, you never.
Never.
But
I skipped straight to iPhone.
Yeah, I never had a BlackBerry. I didn't like how the buttons were so small.
I know. It was like a full keyboard on there. Like,
and what
are people doing?
Okay,
full keyboard. Anyway, I think a lot of those stocks have like high short interest.
Is that the main reason people
think that's the play.
So
take on the hedge funds and all their shorting ways.
So we're not trying to save GameStop and Bed Bath and Beyond because that's the only place you can buy bedding.
Well, I could understand like GameStop might have multiple storylines, multiple reasons to get behind it, since it's video games and a lot of the kids on Reddit I think like the video games.
Of course.
And so why not fight for a video game company? It seems fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had the highest short interest anyway. This story has been flogged to death.
That's right. Do you have a little bit of FOMO about the whole thing?
No, I don't have FOMO, actually. I realized a couple of things this week was that, one, in order to get in on something like a BlackBerry or GameStop, any of the meme stocks, I would have to have a level of confidence or belief in this like idea that I don't usually hold with regards to the market, because I don't really hold anything long term. So then I would have to change my time horizon to be like, this could play out in 6 or 18 months.
All right. But which isn't really something that you do.
Right. So
I'm not a buy and hold kind of lady.
So that would have nixed me from that. To believe somebody on the internet, to be like, yes, I see the short interest, and the hedge funds won't find more money to sort of stay in their short position for an even longer period of time.
So no FOMO?
No, not really. No. How about you? Do you have FOMO?
A little bit, but I guess like I am sort of thinking as this. It seems like there's always like a thing going on until the next thing comes along.
Sure.
I mean, especially when it comes to like money and like making a lot of money quickly and stuff. It seems like there's always a thing. Like sometimes like Bitcoin is a thing sometimes.
Yeah, Bitcoin was the thing. Like
there's going to be several moments for Bitcoin, it seems. But I was texting with my buddy, James, a little bit about it. And I was telling him like, just always seems like there's something going on that people are into. And then it gets its moment. Like something works out and it turns into like a huge moment for those people, that were investigating this thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are like, oh, maybe I can like get in there real quick and try and ride the momentum or also figure it out and get some of that. I remember reading this story about these, this conglomerate or whatever of people who solved the odds situation for horse racing in Hong Kong. Like horse racing is really big over there. And they won like a total of like $1 billion by betting on horses. And so then it always leads to like, I wonder if that's something that can be exploited and that I can look into further. You know? And it's just always like, there's just always people that are doing their thing. And then you are like late to the party and you want to hop on that train.
For sure. Yeah, that's why I don't feel bad, because I know that next month there's going to be the next thing. That's why I'm saying like I think the amount of work and dedication that sort of thing requires you don't make the most money by just happening upon it.
Right.
You know, like maybe, but you really have to either have a strong belief in something, somebody, or your own research in order to...
And it takes time to put together that research.
Exactly. So, yeah, nobody's going to give you a hot tip that makes you $50 million.
Right.
I think.
And this guy was in the GameStop play since 2019. Right.
Which is a relatively short amount of time if you think about it.
To make $50 million? Come on, I can do that in a couple of months.
Which PLO game are you playing?
Yeah, I need to get the Dan Bilzerian invite, I think. Yeah, so he did like the long dated calls, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the leaps.
The leaps. Yeah, I mean, I say good for the guy who made, like all the people who made a ton of money.
Maybe he's a total jerk. Who knows?
It doesn't matter, right? Like, why should money is not?
Well, you wouldn't be
a
happy.
Feeling. Why? I don't know.
Maybe he's killed people. Maybe it's O.J. Simpson. OJ on the loose making trades.
Okay, O.J. Simpson lives in Las Vegas now. These walls have ears.
A gambler. We knew it.
So please, I don't want to die.
These walls have ears.
So no FOMO from missing out on $50 million. What would you do with $50 million, Andrew?
What would I do? I would buy a house.
Okay.
And a fence. So no one else would be able to step onto my property.
You can do that today without $50 million. Do you know that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get the house I want, though.
Where's this house that you want?
I want a nice modern house. We've gotten a couple questions about this. I've noticed. Have you noticed that? Those questions?
No.
Have you seen those questions?
I haven't.
They want to know exactly what's going on here with this piece of wall. It's a wall, by the way.
What is it? Concrete?
It's
cement?
concrete, yeah. Someone wanted to know if it's like an art piece or something.
Oh.
They were confused.
They think you would have an...
As if I'm artsy.
Yeah, as if.
As if I have taste.
I didn't go that far.
That's a Rona joke. See, I went back. No, it actually wasn't a Rona joke. So
you just thought about it after.
It's an exposed cement wall, which is a modern touch that they did when they built this place.
It serves a purpose. It keeps the apartment very cool. That's the whole point.
Keeps it cool?
Yeah. Have you seen our cooling bill in the summer?
Yeah.
Have you seen our heating bill in the winter?
It's a lot.
No, it's nothing.
The cooling bill? Well, I mean...
The cooling bill is like $80 a month.
That's right. It used to be like $160 a month.
Exactly.
In the other place we had.
Right.
Which didn't have cement walls.
That's right. So it serves some purpose. And then aesthetics as well.
So, yeah, I want my house to have more cement walls and stuff. I like materials in the house, you know.
Like what? What materials?
Like
exposed materials? Like exposed building materials?
Like earth tones and stuff.
Oh.
Like earth materials, raw materials.
Like what else?
Wood.
Okay, it's really nice to learn about your design style. Wood.
Beams and stuff. You know,
that's
beams.
what I said. Exposed beams.
Yeah, that's made out of wood.
You like brick. I know you like brick, exposed brick.
Yeah. Is that an earth thing? Probably not.
I think so. Brick is
okay.
Brick comes from the ground, you know, and then they just make it into
into a...
Never mind. Okay, this...
So anyway, with my $50 million, I would get a nice house with such materials.
Would you buy an island?
No.
Did you know Ronaldinho bought his manager an island?
No, I didn't know that.
And he actually owns a Bugatti.
All right. I wouldn't get that either.
No? Just trying to find ways to spend your $50 million that you did not make with GameStop. So what do you think about the GameStop? Everybody says there must be change. There must be change. What do you think?
I think we need to learn a little bit more about the inner workings of things before demanding change. Because a lot of people are upset about the fact that they were cut off from buying additional shares of these securities. They could sell them, but not buy them.
Yeah, so meaning you could close the position that you had open.
We need to know why exactly Robinhood did that to us.
But you just said you weren't going to buy any. But the thing is, that's another thing I realized this week is that I obviously have very, very, very low expectations of market service providers because I was not upset or not even upset because I couldn't be upset. I didn't have any GameStop, but I was not surprised at all that they halted trading. They always halt trading when there's too much volatility, meaning that if they lose that amount of money, they could go broke, which is fine because you've eaten the rich, which is the whole thing that people want to do.
Yeah.
But then what happens to somebody else who is trading freaking Microsoft and they lose their account too? Right? So nobody thinks of that. It's just like, my GameStop, I couldn't buy more. Like, you could close your position. So if you had profit, you could actually get out of your trade and they would guarantee that profit, even though the stock fell 40% that day. I mean, it happened to me on a very small scale. Like many years ago, like everybody else, I was like, oh, what is this trading thing? And I opened a foreign exchange trading account and then the brokerage was gone. And so was my whatever, $200-$300. It was gone. Goodbye. And there's no recourse. So yes, they have these FDIC insurance, but that takes years. The claim to get your money from the insurance, like you never want a company to get to a point where you have to claim for insurance because that could take years. And we know who gets paid first. It's the creditors. Customers get paid last.
Sure.
So yes, I get the idea that people were very upset about not being able to get in on the action, like you were saying. But there's also the other side of, okay, so if one goes down, we all go down. And I didn't even buy GameStop.
Yep. Well, it's tough because if the platform that you're using is preventing you from capitalizing on an opportunity for the specific reason of benefiting themselves and their other customer.
Yeah.
Which is where the question is, like, what exactly is Robinhood and the Citadel Fund doing, and what is their business relationship, and how does it work? And did they ask Robinhood to like do something?
Sure.
In like for their own benefit at the expense or the opportunity cost of the everyday average customer? That would be kind of annoying. But if it's like in the terms of service somewhere, what can you really do about it?
That's the thing. Like I said to you, I think on, I don't know, when did this start? Tuesday, Monday? Tuesday it really started taking off, right?
Maybe. I mean, it's
been happening, but like the $400, like
the squeeze,
no, it's been a squeeze.
Squeeze has been on.
I mean, people have been talking about the squeeze for a couple of weeks now.
Centuries.
But it wasn't going in multiples, right? The stock price wasn't going up $100 every day.
Julius Caesar has been squeezing GameStop.
I don't know what that reference is.
Julius Caesar? He's an old Roman.
Yeah, but why Julius Caesar?
It's been going on for centuries.
Anyway.
Cut that part out.
No, we're going to leave it in with your left-hand rage. Somebody was very excited about that. Left-hand rage. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. I think my expectation of a company whose job it is to not really do anything, facilitate trading, right? A company whose job it is to facilitate trading, their interest will always be first.
Probably.
And even more so when you have Robinhood, which is free, right? Like, so Social Dilemma gave us the wording for it, saying that if you are not paying for the product, then you are the product.
Yeah.
Because that was the first question I asked when Robinhood came around. I said, this all sounds good and well, but how?
Yeah.
How are they making money?
I remember that. You were skeptical.
I was very skeptical.
From day one.
Because you pay a lot of money to get subpar service. So how can you promise me amazing service? Like, my platform crashes.
You should have known about this. You should have seen this coming. You should have been in on it.
on GameStop?
Somehow.
Maybe. I'm going to just hang out in Wall Street bets going forward.
I mean, I don't know.
Or whatever the new thing is going to be.
Yeah,
I just tell you because you're less skeptical than I am about the workings.
Yeah, but I also think that you have like some conspiracy theory tendencies.
But GameStop wouldn't be a conspiracy theory. That information was available to the public. You just had to know what to look for.
Right. I just mean like how it would end up for Robinhood, and I don't even know how you would capitalize on that aspect of it anyway.
Oh, like shorting Robinhood if Robinhood was a stock? Is it listed?
No, it's not. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you would even capitalize on it.
Oh, you're saying capitalize on my skepticism of brokerages.
Robinhood I mean, being free, offering a free service like this.
Right. Service. Yeah, I mean, it's just like being around. I've opened a couple of accounts in my time.
She's been around.
And
this one.
You just know that, they'll halt prices if it's inconvenient for them to keep paying you, the user. Because, I mean, the system is built that way. Is it right? No, it's not. But I think, like you said, we have to learn and be sober about the offering. Just understand that Robinhood is not your friend trying to make you rich. They couldn't, like the guy doesn't care if you become rich.
Nope.
So, anyway, that's my 5 cents.
Anyway, I don't think you are necessarily a conspiracy theorist per se. I think you just have a high level of skepticism when it comes to businesses and how they treat their customers.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't particularly love that aspect all the time, but it's also saved me a lot of trouble.
Has it?
Yeah.
That's good. How though?
Like if it looks too good to be true, it usually is. So for example, if we stay on the brokerage idea, right? The less money the broker requires from you to put up for a margin account, the less shady it's going to, the more shady it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Because like if I have to put up $5,000 and you give me a loan for $5,000, we're sort of both on the hook for the same amount of money. Back in the day, so my sister used to trade Forex, like way back in South Africa. And the margin used to be like 500-600 to 1. So for every dollar, you could control $600.
Seems crazy.
And so those brokerages are not around anymore because it's just not sustainable. You don't know who is going to... Mm-hmm. Like one customer can take you out of business.
Were they offering worldwide services?
600%, 1,000%. I was just like, there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It was
sure enough.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same idea with...
Did you take down the company with your margin long 600x?
I wish. My whole goal was to be George Soros and break a bank of some country. That hasn't happened yet. But similarly to the housing crisis, right? When I moved to the US, it wasn't even moving. I came to visit my sister in 2007 and the market was just so hot. Houses were being sold left, right, and center. And I was like, how? How do you buy a house without any paperwork? Mm-hmm. Just coming from South Africa where I knew how much money you had to put up, how much like paperwork. And I thought that was the same everywhere else. And I was very surprised. I was like, that doesn't make very much sense, but no. Great.
Turns out
I'm coming to America. I'm going to buy houses myself. This is wonderful.
Turns out it didn't make sense. No.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't like to be a skeptic.
You could have been Michael Burry.
Could have been. But I didn't know how to even begin to capitalize on that. I didn't even know that there was a way you could capitalize on somebody being shady. Right? So people, you and I had this conversation about short sellers. I would like for the people to know. And you said, there's no reason for short sellers. Right? Yes or no?
I think that there's no reason for it to get out of control.
Absolutely. They should definitely not be selling 140%. Yeah, of shares you don't own. However, had there not been people saying, something's wrong with Enron, we would still being scammed by Bernie Madoff and Enron people. Had Michael Burry said, there's something wrong with this. I mean, obviously it wasn't Michael Burry solely. There were lots of other people who thought the system was not working as it should. Without somebody being the skeptic, we would never have uncovered these like frauds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fair enough. I give you credit for being
I
skeptical.
don't need credit. Like if I was rich, if my suspicion at like every new high flying, newly funded business that's going to change the world
Maybe
with a
you
food
should
delivery app.
Maybe that should be like your area of specific research, deep diving into companies that are extending themselves too far in these mannerisms.
I don't know. I think that's kind of like dark too, because then you're always like, what are you doing wrong? What are you doing? You know? So I don't know if I want to be in that type of space. I mean, I always thought, especially after 2008, I was like, if I were to have enough money to start a hedge fund, I would be a short side hedge fund for sure, because and short companies like JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs, all the companies that fucked people over, those were the companies I wanted to short. And I think it's a great way to like
Maybe you still can.
vengeance.
You got lots of life left to live, baby.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's not so much my goal in life anymore, to like destroy companies.
You can't fight who you are.
Okay. Shall we have a look at what's happening in the poker world? Andrew, did you play poker this week? I saw a couple of tables open. How did that feel?
Oh, yeah. I played a little bit of PLO on WSOP.com. I think I won $200.
Nice. You still got it.
Still got it, baby.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel winning $200 from other individuals and not from some woo market, fake money in the sky?
The only pure game left, poker.
That's right.
Hot Limit Omaha. How did it feel? Yeah, it felt pretty good. I felt like I was pretty chill about it. Didn't have to like rush to like make money.
Enjoying the game.
Knitted it up, waited for good hands.
Really? You?
Nah, not quite. But I mean, yeah, it didn't feel like forced. It wasn't like trying to force the action.
What was the action like? You were playing on WSOP?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, we had like 2 full tables of 1-2 PLO going.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
How many tables do you want to be playing, sir?
It's not really how many do I want to be playing. I like started the second table. I was the first one sitting at the second table.
So you just sit there waiting?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I joined 5 other people at the first table, and then that was the only table that was going. So then I started the second table, and I probably could have started a third table, but I didn't want to play for too long. I mean, Michigan did come online. Pokerstars is now live in Michigan.
It is.
Yeah, so that's
this
something.
Is news.
That's something that happened.
This is news. So we can move to Michigan and play on Pokerstars?
I would like to go check out the action.
Pokerstars? Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
How did they get a license in America? Tell me that.
Why couldn't they? Nevada is the only place where they have been unable to get a license because Nevada made special rules.
So, but Pokerstars is in New Jersey?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And
so it's not just WSOP. I thought it was only WSOP that was spreading the poker.
You got to get up to speed here, baby.
I'm sorry. Okay, so Pokerstars
so they're live.
Michigan.
And I would imagine that they have more players playing on that site. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't really know. Well, it's tough because it's Nevada and New Jersey that's here. Mm-hmm. You know, so linked up.
Combined player pools.
Yeah, but it's probably like, it might be pretty similar number of players that are linked up here that are playing on just Michigan alone. I'm not sure yet. I saw that there was like 400 players playing on day number 1, which is pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah. For day number 1, that's pretty good.
Nice.
So that's going on. But yeah, I would love to take a trip out to Michigan, but I guess we're going to have to lay low for a little bit. Hold off on that one for a couple weeks or so.
Are you going to drive to Michigan?
That'd be fun.
in the snow.
Yeah.
We've already talked about this,
fun.
Andrew. We are not driving
get a
cross country in the snow.
We'll get a 4-wheel drive machine.
Have you ever heard? Oh, I don't know. Did your dad tell you what or how to drive in the snow?
No.
No?
You just learn.
Oh. Yeah, I listened to this video of this guy saying how his dad taught him how to drive in the snow.
How?
And kind of
How do you drive in the snow?
like a surrender process. So you let the car lead you and not too sharp correction.
Sure, yeah.
That is not going, that wouldn't have been just common knowledge for me. Thank you very much. I did not grow up driving in the snow, so your shrug. I would kill us in the middle of the night. No, thank you. I'm not driving in the snow.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Just makes me stressed.
What's really going to happen? You're in a car, You'll be fine. You just might run into a couple of other cars, but life goes on. Does it not?
Did you ever have an experience of the car just like sliding across lanes?
Not like, I'm trying to think if it ever happened on like a multi-lane road. I don't think so. But like on a
just
residential
road of Grosse Pointe.
Yeah, accidentally go up onto a lawn.
Really?
Maybe not a lawn,
That
but
sounds like it happened to somebody.
What's the area of ground called that's like in between the sidewalk and the road where it's grass? Is that still lawn, I guess?
Yeah, it's called something, but I can't remember
Whatever
it's called.
That is.
Let us know. It's called the bank. I don't know.
Either.
In South Africa, it's called like a bank.
Okay.
Anyway.
Lots of donuts.
What?
Done lots of donuts.
In the snow?
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
Living on the edge.
That's fun. Did we ever do that? I'm sure we did that when you came to Michigan. What?
Donuts? No. My ex-boyfriend in South Africa used to do that in his car.
So Michigan poker is live. Me, not playing a ton of poker, but eager. I am eager.
Itch is beginning.
The itch is there. Yeah.
All right, let's see if we have some listener feedback, shall we?
Yeah.
We have a voice message.
We do.
All right.
Great. I'm excited. I love these.
Let's have a listen.
Do it.
Hi, Busi. Sean from Dayton, Ohio. Just wanted to say I was listening to the podcast posted on January 11th when you were talking about you used to be into cars, and in doing so, you actually shocked me a little bit by pronouncing the Porsche 911 Turbo correctly, as most even car enthusiasts will just pronounce it as Porsche, but you did it correctly, so I was just letting you know how impressed I was. So also, I will give you guys an email here shortly, let you guys know about that pandemic relationship and what it's like to have a relationship, a new relationship anyway, during the pandemic, and how well that is going also. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Awesome.
Update on a relationship in a pandemic. All right. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, no. I used to literally have visceral feeling.
For?
Cause, like, I would get a little bit hot.
Really?
Yes.
But not anymore?
No, not anymore. Like,
why do you think that's changed?
Just the realization that the car is not really going to get me the thing that I want. Okay. You know, like the feeling that I think that when I was younger that I thought the car would give me.
Happiness?
I know now won't, because even though I didn't get like a Porsche, I was like, oh, I want this VW such and such with these mag wheels. And I got it. And it was great for about 2 months. And then you realize these mag wheels cost this much money, and this VW, which is like the highest stolen car in South Africa, the insurance is through the roof. So that quickly dissipated that like whole idea of owning this car, which everybody else wanted too. And they were just so.
Do you think, was it cars specifically? Like, was there something specific about cars that was like a material thing, or was like other material things as well that you thought you would?
It was mainly cars because I like speed.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't know that.
What do you mean? No?
I mean, I know you like F1 racing, but
Yeah, like I like the way you feel when you drive a car fast.
really,
Yes.
didn't know that.
Oh.
What?
Well, you don't let me drive very often. So that could be that. Like when we drive together.
Don't
But
let you drive.
I like that feeling of controlling a piece of machinery.
What about high-speed trains?
I've never been on. Oh no, I have been on a
Yeah.
high-speed train.
Went on one, kind of a short ride, but
No, that was like a couple of hours. What are you talking
I
about?
was thinking about the one like to get like from the airport to Shanghai, where we stayed.
Oh yeah, no, but we took the high-speed train from Shanghai to Beijing.
Yeah.
That was fine. I mean,
Okay.
but you're not in control. You know.
Surprised you don't want a Tesla.
Yeah.
With like ludicrous speed.
Yeah, but that's even less control. The car can drive itself.
Well, it doesn't have to though.
Yeah, I mean, but I like Tesla's quiet, right?
Okay, you like
so
that.
I like the
Huh.
what is that?
Engine noise. I don't know.
I like the engine noise,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's probably from my love of Formula One racing.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Maybe we
used to always drive, so I would race anybody who would race me, especially on a Sunday.
Really?
In South Africa, because there would be as long as I knew that road had no traffic cameras, because in South Africa you have traffic cameras more than you do like a cop pulling you over.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I knew that the road didn't have a traffic camera, I would just look over and then start revving, because that's the universal sign
Indeed.
of let's go. And sure enough, I would. And it was a stick shift, no less. Stick shift. Okay? None of this automatic.
So you don't have any of this interest anymore, you're saying?
Sometimes but people are not so as in tune, I don't think,
Do you
in
like,
the US
Are
about.
you interested in like fixing cars and stuff or no?
No,
your own-
I never got to that.
Your own two hands?
No, I never really got to that.
You're just like owning and driving.
Yeah. I mean, if you think of Formula One, you just sit in the car and they come and like do all the things for you.
Right.
And your job is just to drive.
It's true.
For a split second, very short amount of time, maybe like.
You were a gearhead.
No, for like 6 months
Grease
I had a dream.
Grease monkey.
I had a dream to be a Formula One driver, and then I realized that you had to be rich to be a Formula One driver, and I was like, wink, wink, wink. So.
I wonder if we should start a YouTube channel for you and cars.
Yeah, but for what cause?
Whatever you're interested in.
Yeah.
And new ones. Old ones. Whatever. Who knows?
Yeah, anyway. Dicing is still my favorite
Dicing. Why do they call it
memory. I don't know.
that? That's slang for drag racing?
Kind of, I think. Yeah, like want to dice.
Hmm.
That was fun.
What about like going out to the track? You could do that. How you can like go around the track or whatever.
Sure, but there's also like danger is lower, you know.
Oh, you want danger.
You know, when you're like racing.
Mm-hmm. Living on the edge.
Yeah. In South Africa, especially on Sundays, because there would be very little traffic.
I don't even know,
you know?
who I'm dating.
And then you would just floor it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting stuff.
So much fun.
Seems like you get nervous when I drive fast. Because you're a passenger?
Yeah. Of course, if you have the control,
Mm.
it's the best.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Say it ain't so.
That's true.
I've seen you gangster driving out here in these streets.
You have?
Yeah, I've seen you.
Yeah. No, I love it.
You love it?
I really like driving. I never really like got into the cars themselves, but I really like driving.
But then, how would you
Get to know what I'm handling.
like what car?
I just know when I feel it.
Oh,
Know it when I feel it.
yeah. And I think that's why I liked VWs too, because even though they don't have the very like deep growl, there's still a growl, right? Like
so.
that GTI growl, nothing like it.
I think we should.
In my time.
We should test drive a Tesla for a weekend. They give you like 3 days to test drive it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Put it in ludicrous mode.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
do
Let's
it.
do it.
Take it out in the desert.
Take it for a spin.
Take it to
But
the
they track Teslas.
take
don't
it to
they?
the salt flats.
I'm sure there's like a limit that you can't.
Take it to Switzerland.
Okay. Let's see if we have any more comments that you want to read. Poker Mudgeon said, since we're wildly speculating, remember our wild speculation about Daniel's
Life.
change in demeanor.
Yeah.
What's different in Daniel's life in the last few years to possibly make him more unfiltered? He's left Pokerstars, gotten married, and is bulking up. And then he said, insert steroid rumor here.
Are those all related to why he's... Did that all lead to steroids?
No. I mean, he's just had all these changes.
In life?
Right. And
Well,
just
I mean...
insert a steroid rumor.
Yeah, we did say that,
Because
like...
we're speculating.
We did say that he's loaded, you know. He's got the fuck you money. He's completed his one contract, signed another one, which I'm sure was lucrative as well.
Who did he sign with?
GG Poker.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't think it's like steroids or whatever, but it's fun to speculate.
Yeah, he clearly said, since we're wildly speculating,
Right.
it could be any number of these things.
I know the real reason.
I
I'm
knew-
not going to tell you.
Of course, I knew you were going to say that. He doesn't know the real reason.
I do.
Thank you so much for your comments. I love to read them. Thank you for writing and calling in. I really love it. Oh, I wanted to say, if you are not fully aware of the conversation we had last week and why we're speculating about Daniel's life, we're going to put the link to that podcast here somewhere.
Great.
And if you like this podcast, please like it. Ring the bell so you always get notifications when we post a new one.
Do it.
And
Do it, fam.
subscribe to our channel.
Do it, fam. Click the like button. Leave
and
us a comment. Sorry.
if you'd like to write to us, you can email us at hello@tellspodcast.com, or you can text or call us. What is the number, Andrew Nemi?
702 690 9299.
You got
Do
it.
I sound like you? I tried to do the pace that you say the words at, the numbers at as well.
Nice.
Did I?
You got it.
You don't get it. Okay, cool. Great. Call us, text us, comment us, whatever your pleasure.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really love to hang out with you. And until next time, bye.
Bye.